Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time once again. Circle the wagons because the Coon Prairie Ramblers are in the house. That's where we confabulate, mind meander. And we got KC and the Moonshine Gang over there to help us do that.
And accounted for.
Yeah. And we got Luke, the rebel without a clue.
Here am I.
And me, the amiable, affable, fleet of foot.
Self-described.
Self-described.
Mailman. And we got the last behind the glass, Jack Welch. No,
she's behind the other glass.
She's behind the other glass.
Other glass in the office
computer,
today.
Yeah.
Turning her back to us today, but that's okay. We're used to that.
Right, yeah.
We're very used to that.
Let's start our engines.
Get your motor running.
Head out on the
highway.
Looking for adventure.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. KC and the Moonshine Gang.
Well, Brother Luke mentioned that we might want to talk about our very first automobile.
Yeah.
Our personal, not the first one made.
Yeah, let me go last because I gotta think which one it was that was first.
Oh my gosh! How
He's
could
so
you
rich.
forget?
He had too many cars. You can't
how
keep
can
up
you
with him.
forget something like
The first car.
I got a
Oh,
strange.
wow.
I got a strange beginning.
You remember your
Okay.
first girlfriend, first gal you ever
my
kissed?
first girlfriend? Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
we'll
her.
talk about that another time.
I remember the first one I loved.
Oh Lord, that's a subject for
She didn't love
Valentine's
me.
Day. Unrequited love.
All right. Well,
First
okay,
cars.
Luke, what did you have?
What did I have? My very
Maverick.
first car was a 1966 Opel Kadett.
That's it.
It was very light yellow with black stripes on it, and people were calling it a bug. So I bought a tag to put on the front, and it said "bug" in big letters. It was a 4 or 5 speed, maybe a 5-speed.
It didn't have the ears on it, did it?
No ears and no rat tail. It looked kind of like one, though. It's a little bitty thing. But my father was so worried that I'd be some kind of race, a demolition derby guy or some kind of speed demon or whatever. So he took this little 4-cylinder vehicle to somebody's shop up there, and they put a governor on it. Only had 4 cylinders, and it might have done 57, 58 mile an hour with pedal to the metal with a good tailwind going downhill. After about 10 minutes, it might build up enough speed for that. So as you can imagine, I didn't pass very many people for fear of becoming a bug on their windshield. That was my first car I got. But I drove it for about a year, and then I totaled it.
Yeah.
No, it was almost totaled. We thought it was totaled. Rooster, who's a guest here from time to time, his future first wife, I was bringing home from school one day to drop her off at Nocatee, and she was going with him, but she was riding with me. That's what counts.
It was also his future ex-wife.
And the future ex-wife. Yeah. Well, she was the whole package. We were coming out back when 17 was a one-way through town, and I was heading south on 17, and there was a car, big old, about a 10-ton Chrysler, stopped at the red light at the Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was drizzling rain. My window was fogging up, so I reached in the glove box and pulled out a rag, and I'm trying to wipe the windshield, and by the time I get my side wiped, and I look right there, that Chrysler was sitting right there. I didn't think I hit the brake or whatever.
Oh.
Did he come to your side or you went to his side?
I plowed into the rear end.
Oh, okay.
He was just sitting at the red light.
Yeah.
I plowed. It was an old Yankee couple. I plowed into them, and Royce's future first wife and future ex-wife, we weren't wearing seatbelts. Her head hit the windshield and split it open, and I'm sitting there in a daze. Then next thing I hear, she's saying, Luther, which is my given name. I'm bleeding. I look around, and she's staggering around on the sidewalk, blood coming out of her head or whatever.
Wow.
I felt about knee-high to a gnat.
You tried to prove one of Newton's laws of physics. Objects in motion will stay in motion until it hits the back of another car.
So it hit a 10-ton Chrysler, and then it's game over. But anyway, she ended up being okay. Some of her pictures in her senior annual, she was belonging to different things. She had a Band-Aid on her forehead in her senior annual. Actually, we were in the same class. Yeah. As a souvenir, you can see this Band-Aid on her head. That was my fault. I take full responsibility for that. But anyway, car went in the shop for probably 6 months or whatever.
Wow.
Finally got it back, and it was a darker yellow with another black stripe on it, and I drove that a while. So anyway, that's my first car. How about yours, Casey?
Well, my first car was a 1961 Chevrolet Bel Air.
Ooh, a heavy Chevy.
4-door.
Ooh.
X police car.
Seriously?
So
Your parents let you get that?
Well, remember this part though. No, it wasn't fast at all. It was just a car. But remember the part about the ex-police car, because that'll come
Okay. All right.
important in my story about
Bring it on.
So anyhow, that car served me very well. I love that car. I mean, it wasn't much to look at, but it wasn't like a police painted up. It was tan and brown, kind of two-tone, you know. And, remember a long time ago, all cars were two-toned, it seemed like.
You're right. That was the
that was
vogue.
the prevailing color scheme.
Right.
But anyhow, one day me and a couple of friends drove it down to Miami. And we were coming on the way back. And we were coming back kind of a roundabout way, and we came back for some reason all the way up through Okeechobee.
Uh-huh.
And we were coming across on 70 there. And all of a sudden, I kept looking behind me, and I see sparks flying out.
Sparks. That can't be a good sign.
No, I thought, that ain't good. So I kind of sped up a little bit, kind of so I could get to where I was going faster.
You're trying to leave some sparks behind.
Yeah, I was trying to leave that behind me. I figured, well, if I'm going faster, it gives me less time to have to worry about that. My convoluted
All right.
thinking.
I like that line of thinking.
It would help, So anyhow, I sped up, and we're going pretty fast, going along through there. And we finally get to the Bear's Den, which, if you don't realize where that is, that's the intersection at 70 and 27, just south of Lake Placid.
I got a picture of that I'll send you.
And I thought to myself, well, the best thing I can do, I'm not going to make it to Arkadelphia. I need to take a ride here and go up towards Lake Placid, and there's somewhere I'll probably be able to stop, maybe check it out, and, like a service station or something. But anyhow, there was nothing open there at the Bears Den at that time.
So
I turned and finally I get looking back there, and these sparks have turned into flames.
Son.
And I said, you know what, I got to pull into the next place where I can stop. And it had to be a Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And we pulled up to it has one of those like a breezeway kind of things where you can unload right there at the door, So we stopped right there and jumped out. And also I looked, and the whole right rear wheel on the car's engulfed in flames. And me and the friend that's in the front seat jump out and run up to the door of the thing, and all of a sudden I realized there's a banging on the back door of my car, and it's the friend that was in the back seat.
Yeah.
Can't get out because on ex-police cars,
oh my goodness,
they don't have door handles, and they don't have anything to roll the windows down.
It was like that.
So he's locked up in the back seat.
And you didn't have a cage, did you?
No, he didn't have a cage. I guess if he'd have thought about it, he could have jumped over, but his main thought first was to get out.
He's like, I'm going to die right here in the middle of nowhere in this Holiday Inn breezeway.
So I had to go back and open the door to let him out.
Son.
And a guy comes running out of the Holiday Inn. I guess he didn't want their Holiday Inn to burn down. And
heard that.
He had a fire extinguisher and put the fire out. And strangely enough, there was very little damage to my car. I mean, it didn't do much at all. I mean, I don't even remember the paint getting
we had
messed up.
Bearings burn up? Or?
A bearing.
Yeah.
Bearing went out in the back of the wheel. Not in the back of the wheel, but one of the back bearings on the passenger side there went out. And
Son.
I just guess it got so hot and it burst into flames. But I think that when we were driving along, going real fast, it was keeping the flames from flaring up because the wind was blowing them out, keeping them from. So when we stopped, it whoosh.
That's it.
It went up in a really. I looked like a NASCAR driver when we got it stopped.
Nobody got a picture of that. There's no selfies or nothing back in those days.
Thank God, no. I would hate to see.
Did you have a spare?
No, because it's the whole rim. It's
that's right. So you were just
so I had to call my father, and he had to drive all the way over to Lake Placid and come get us in the middle of the night.
Well, he was out of luck. Now we out of time. We're going to have to come back for the second segment and talk about Mel's first car. So we'll morph that into something else. Yeah. So I'll get your motor running. Sit there and idle for a while. We'll be right back.